The online discourse surrounding the whole Alex Meyers situation has taken a long walk off of a short cliff. The public outrage has been swift and brutal. Not saying that it shouldn't be. It absolutely should be swift and brutal. The things this man said were questionable at best, apprehensible at worst. However, I will say that the extremes that people are taking this are also kind of telling. If you've been on YouTube in the past 3 days, or whatever the time frame is, I'm sure you have seen the never-ending list of videos that are coming up talking about the Alex Meyers situation. And they're all pretty much saying the same thing for the most part. All that, he said some things, some really bad things. And I'm not gonna go over what he said in this video because literally that horse has been beaten to death. Everybody has already covered the video. There's so many other videos talking about what was said and what he said. And if you wanna go see that, check out the plethora of other videos. That's not why we're here. I wanna specifically talk about the reaction to it. I feel like people are taking it a bit too far. The people who are advocating that Alex Meyers should be canceled, I personally do not think he should be canceled. Not just in the realm of cancel culture sucks, but also in the realm of how is anyone supposed to learn from a mistake if they keep getting told you're irredeemable, you're condemned, there's no saving you, just throw you away. We have to go with what we know, right? He had a really, really bad take. But he didn't actively commit a crime. He didn't do anything that was horrendously irredeemable, right? He said something really shitty. I think when it comes to saying something really shitty, in those cases, there's room to be corrected, called out, but there also needs to be space for that person to learn and grow and be like, oh crap, I did say something really bad. Oh man, And obviously, he's not an effing kid, he's an adult. He should already not have these perspectives. But again, you can't expect somebody to be in the same place of growth as you. That's something that I had to learn a lot, is that not everyone knows what you know, and not everybody's at the same place you are. Maybe something happened where it kind of stunted his perspective on certain things, and that's what made him say some really outlandish shit. At the end of the day, saying outlandish stuff, that's how people are able to get called out for having those wild perspectives, so that way they can change them. If you call them out, but then don't allow them to change it, what are they supposed to do with that? Just stay stuck in the same perspective? Because even if they were to change their perspective, you guys are all just hammering down, you're irredeemable, you've committed the mortal sin, of saying something really stupid. And I'm pretty sure we've all said something really stupid before. Not to that degree, probably. I'm not saying he shouldn't be shamed. This is the public shaming portion of the thing. The public shaming needs to happen. I want public shaming to be brought back because people should be shamed for doing or saying really terrible things. However, when it comes to certain crimes, I think the punishment should fit the crime. And I don't think this crime was an irredeemable crime. I think this is a crime where take a step back, really think about what just happened. I've been watching a lot of videos, and I don't see a lot of people advocating for the growth side of things. I see a lot of people kind of dogpiling and rushing in to say some really hateful stuff. And I think the people that are rushing in to say really hateful things, like bringing up the past divorce or the death threats, you're worse. Because what he said, that could have been a genuine oh God, what was I thinking? You guys are doing that on purpose. You're also attributing to society being crap and people being crap. And I'm so tired of living in a world where people are just fucking mean to each other all the time. I want there to be more space for growth, and I want people to, instead of getting on here to dogpile on people, maybe get on here to be yeah, what you said, stupid. What you said, messed up. Stop thinking like that. That's how people learn. That's how people grow. People don't learn and grow by you constantly telling them they're never going to be forgiven and they should just be canceled, crawl in a hole, and die. That's how monsters are made. That's how villain arcs happen. I really hope people don't see this as me defending him. This is not me defending Alex Meyers at all. While I have seen some of his videos here and there, and I did watch the his Obsession review when it came out, and boy, did I have my takes. And I watched it with my husband, so my husband can vouch for the fact that I was literally going off. What the general reaction was, I was having that live in my living room when I was watching that. I was like, what are you doing? What are you thinking? So don't think this is me in defense of Alex Meyers. It's not. This is me in defense of growth. I don't want to walk out my front door afraid of the people who are redeemable but believe they're not, and just end up tumbling down that rabbit hole even worse and doing something terrible instead of having the opportunity to actually change and grow for the better. I want to advocate for change and growth, not Alex Meyers. Just want to make that abundantly clear, because I know some people might try to spin it as like, oh, you're freaking one of those people trying to defend what he did. Not in the slightest. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here and say something that I didn't really see people saying. We should let people grow from their mistakes, especially if it was just them saying something really stupid. God knows we've all said some stupid shit. Oh my God, I am doing the editing for this video. I didn't even know that the actress who plays Nikki came out to actually comment on what happened. Okay, hold on, can we just...
Ed has reacted to Alex Meyers' controversial obsession review. Now, Indy has reacted herself. Under a post about the situation, she simply commented, wow. To me, that one-word response says a lot.
She was probably both shocked and disappointed, as we all were, and also probably horrified, as I personally was. And yes, the responses that he has, I know I didn't tackle that in the initial, my initial response, because I wanted to focus solely on the reaction people are having. Yeah, no, his Instagram post, the pinned comment he left on his video, his original video, the response video he made, all absolutely terrible responses to this as well. Everything he has done is textbook what you should never do when you screw up that badly on something, especially when so many people are trying to tell you, hey, you did a very bad, and stop that. Two things can be true at once. I want people to keep hammering home that what he did was very, very bad, to never do it again, and to actually learn from it, change, be better. But I also want people to stop saying, hey, you're irredeemable, if what you did wasn't truly irredeemable. There are certain lines that once you cross it, you really can't come back from. But this is not one of them. This was, again, having a really, really crappy perspective and a crappy take on something, and it can be changed. We need to make room for that to be able to happen, though. Advocating for growth, not Alex Meyers. Just want to reiterate that.